Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button, also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Now, May 20th it goes down. Great day of boxing. You have Shakur Stevenson on the card with Terence Crawford versus Felix Diaz on HBO. I did a video about it. There's an article about it. Check all of those things out. Also on the Showtime network, you have Tank Davis, who's going up and defending his IBF title versus Liam Walsh in the UK. And then they have a later telecast with Gary Russell Jr. and Eskandon, who rescheduled their bout, which was supposed to happen previously, but Eskandon got hurt. He's trained by Robert Guerrero's dad, and now he's healthy and they're having that fight. So May 20th it goes down. Lots of boxing to cover. Now, Ego Weight Watchers, aka IL, where I give you a look into the fighter's lifestyle before after progress pictures, especially if there's a fight coming up. And I just mentioned Crawford's upcoming fight. He will face another Olympic, what did Khaled say? Another one. Another Olympic gold medalist in Felix Diaz from the Dominican Republic. Good fight. The last time he fought an Olympic gold medalist was, that I know of, was Yuriorkis Gamboa, and it was a tough fight. He was losing some of those early rounds, even though Gamboa looked shorter, a little bit smaller, didn't rehydrate as much. Gamboa was giving some good work. So you got to respect any kind of Olympians. If you get any medal, then you have some level of skill to have even got there, right? And I just like this. I like Terence Crawford. You guys see the picture on the screen. He looks in shape. His fight's not till May 20th, and it's the beginning of the month. It's not even Cinco de Mayo until tomorrow. So it's not even May 5th, and Crawford's in shape. I will keep celebrating and giving the proper exposure and credit to the guys like this who I feel are doing it the right way. Crawford is a beast. I've seen him live at least 3 times. He's not afraid to fight anybody, and he's showing that. And he should be on people's pound for pound list, I believe. I think he's the goods. And even HBO as a network, I don't think they do enough to celebrate. You got this guy who cares. I'm not who cares, but he doesn't have the Olympic gold medalist like Vasyl Lomachenko, but he also doesn't have a loss as a pro. So obviously he's acclimated to the pro rankings very well, versus Vasyl Lomachenko bit off a little bit more than he could chew in his second pro fight because he lost to Orlando Salido. Can you picture Crawford versus Salido at some kind of weight when Crawford was at like 135 or whatever weight? You know what I mean? Crawford would destroy Salido, in my opinion, even early in his career, because he took Bradis Prescott, moved up, took that on 2 weeks notice, and beat Bradis Prescott, who's a big puncher, right? Knocked out Amir Khan, a silver medalist, in 1 round. So you guys see the picture of Terence Crawford. He already looks in shape, ready to go. So I'm not going to say I'm shocked by this, because he always looks like this, but I'm impressed. I'm impressed because sometimes guys reach the top, and you know what the saying goes. I think it's Marvin Hagler, but he says it's hard to get up and run 8 miles in silk pajamas, meaning you already arrived, you already made it. It's hard to stay motivated, basically. You know what I mean? You're already rich. You already have good money. I mean, Crawford's from the streets. He's from Ohio, got shot in the head and stuff. So right now, I'm sure he's living better than he did back then when he's rolling dice and, you know what I mean, just around the streets before his career really took off. Nobody was even paying him attention. Tim Bradley co-signed him, but nobody was really paying him attention until the Bradis Prescott fight. So he's clearly living better, getting good paychecks and whatnot. And now people are starting to take note and take notice. So to be this motivated, I respect it, because I feel like I'm self-motivated, and I respect it because I see it in Terence Crawford. He's a competitive person. He's a competitor, and he wants to be the best, even though he's achieved whatever he's achieved in his career. Beat Victor Postal, a fight that's supposed to be 50-50. That didn't look 50-50. I thought that Postal would lose, but I thought it would be more competitive, and it wasn't. I covered that fight live. I was in Las Vegas, and he toyed with them. You could say, oh, he ran. I don't want to hear no excuses like that, because Victor Postal was the taller, longer fighter, pause, and he did nothing but get knocked down twice and couldn't make those championship elite adjustments. Terence Crawford could. Shout out to him. He fights the different styles. He's in shape. I will keep celebrating. Now, another thing that's impressive to me is he's out in Colorado training, right? And he's training with an Olympic gold medalist. So He's fighting an Olympic gold medalist, another one, second time in a second Olympic gold medalist in a few years, even though he didn't get a gold medal, right? I don't even think he went to the Olympics. I don't know. I don't think so. But he's fighting his second Olympic gold medalist, and he's actually getting work in with an Olympic gold medalist in training. The proper training, this is good work. I know for a fact, and I'm not going to reveal any names, but I know fighters personally that in their training camps, they have guys they bring in that are really confidence boosters. They can't really hurt them. They can't really push them. But for example, let's say it's a welterweight, right? And I'm not going to say any names, and so don't ask me in the comment section. But let's say it's a welterweight, hypothetically. Let's say it's a welterweight. They'll bring in lightweights, guys at 130, 135, who might be solid even down there, but they're jumping up in weight, and they don't weigh as much as they weigh in their walking around weight. So realistically, they probably won't be able to hurt them. But a lot of fighters do that because they don't want to get embarrassed or pushed to the brink before a fight, so they need that confidence. Terence Crawford's working with an Olympic gold medalist that you see in this picture. Now, me, I'm still learning. I always learn, you know what I mean? But one thing I'll say about me is I'm passionate about the sport, and if I don't know somebody and I don't know, like if there's an upcoming fight, like Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn, for example, I didn't know much about Jeff Horn, just like most of the boxing world. However, I do my research. If I don't know, before I start speaking, the reason that I don't like the Jeff Horn fight for Pacquiao is because I've done my research and I see nothing that gives and creates an avenue for Jeff Horn to win that fight, unless Pacquiao is shot and, you know what I mean, older than we think. But if it's Pacquiao that fought Bradley 3 or fought Jesse Vargas, he should clearly be the favorite. But again, I'll at least do the research, and I implore more boxing fans to do that. This man that you see pictured with Crawford is an Olympic gold medalist. I didn't know much about him, but he's from Uzbekistan, and he just fought on the April 22nd card with Oscar Valdez, another Olympian, the top-ranked triple header with Shakur Stevenson, Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez, and Oscar Valdez versus Miguel Mariaga. He fought on that card, on the undercard, so a lot of people might have missed it because it was like one of the opening fights that wasn't televised. And I just watched the fight, and he destroyed his opponent. Now his opponent had a 7-2 record, so he wasn't like this world beater, but he looked good. This fighter, his name is Fazladin, and I'm not good with names, Fazladin Gabnazarov, something like that, but it is a real complex name. He's from Uzbekistan. He's a southpaw, and he actually fights at lightweight. That's where he's campaigning. He just fought the April 22nd. You guys Google it or YouTube it and watch his fight. But he looked pretty aggressive. It looks like he clearly has power. He just got that second round knockout at the StubHub Center on that Oscar Valdez top ranked card. And this is who Terence Crawford is, one of the people he's working with for sparring. I love it. A southpaw. I mean, you're fighting against another Olympic gold medalist, Felix Diaz. This is great work. A guy from Uzbekistan who's a southpaw. A lot of people have trouble with southpaw, even though Crawford's ambidextrous. But he's a gold medalist with power. Just got his first pro fight. Got a second round knockout. It looks to be powerful. Obviously, it's hard to gauge. I don't know everything about Fazladin, but he's got a gold medal, and he looked pretty aggressive and pretty strong in that fight that I just watched. And Fazladin, he took to his social media, said, "Thank you very much for the sparring, champion. It was a pleasure to get in the ring with the champion. See you in New York." So I don't know if he's going to be fighting on this card too with Crawford, Diaz, and Shakur Stevenson, but it's possible. But they are sparring, which is great. And Fazladin, he has a famous Eastern European promoter. The Aegis Klimas is his promoter. And Crawford said on his page, "Good work today with 2016 Olympic gold medalist Fazladin. Watch us both May 20th. There you have it." So they're both going to be on that card. And this is good because two of the people on that card just fought in April 22nd on top rank. And that was Shakur Stevenson, silver medalist. And now there's gold medalist Fazladin. So I'm definitely going to be checking for Fazladin. He looked pretty sweet in there to me. Shout out to Terence Crawford, who, I don't know, he's doing the right things. I don't know what HBO needs to see. He can be aggressive. He shows his skill. He's sparring an Olympic gold medalist, and then he's going to fight an Olympic gold medalist. So win, lose, or draw, I respect Terence Crawford. Very skilled. Let me know your takeaways. Let me know if you know a little bit more about Fazladin than I do. But this is what I like to see. You get in those All the work is done in the gym. You get that out the way, then the fight is easier. Not gonna say it's easy, but it's easier than being ill prepared. Make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, all that good stuff. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.